Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and this reading is for our Monday, September 7th, and I'm going to draw 5 cards to help us with the day, help us align with the light and the love and the truth and the wisdom, and to move forward in our lives in the best way. Okay. So we have the Three of Wands. Ooh, the High Priestess. The Nine of Wands. And the Devil. And the Page of Wands. Okay. So I always read the middle card as the theme. So with the Nine of Wands, it's important for us to persevere and to not give up. Whatever we've been working on, whatever forces we've put out in motion, you know, and all the uncertainty that it brings, all the aspects of, you know, all the times we've tapped into our higher selves and asked for guidance. It's important for us to allow ourselves to be in the uncertainty, excuse me, and to not give up. Not give up. Just simply not give up, no matter what it is. You know, unless it's giving up any place where you're feeling defended, feeling like you need to defend against something. And with the Devil card here, I would say, don't take the hand of fear. Don't take the hand of any kind of like shame. Like imagine, you know, like body shaming, things like that. We'd be in the realm of the Devil card there. To honor and love and take care of your body. And no matter what it looks like, that has nothing to do with who you are. You know, that's not your true essence. It's just, you know, our vehicle for this lifetime. But persevere and hang into the, you know, the place where you've put your ships out there, and even though they haven't come back in yet, you don't need to wait for that perfect wave in order to love yourself for who you are. And don't take the hand of fear, but persevere in whatever it is that you're trying to bring in and create. There's no need to defend against any negativity that might come up. Let's say this is an addiction. This is like a fearful place you think you can't give up something. To know that with the Nine of Wands, you never need to resist that there's power, life force that comes through when you don't resist whatever's inside of you. We all have, you know, aspects that are brought forward from past lives that we can clear in this lifetime in its work, but we never need to resist it. That's the thing. You just have to identify what it is, but you never want to identify yourself with it. And as you do that, as you do the work and you keep working and you don't resist, and you keep going back to your higher self and your connection to source, whatever that may be for you, and you just keep doing that, keep working it, and keep surrendering to the abyss, keep surrendering to that, you know, the next wave that'll come in, and keep going forward with that passion, and keep allowing yourself to be okay with the unknown. That as long as that's what you're doing, you're free. You're free. I mean, look at her. Look how free she is. And this is like more life force comes through. So much more life force comes through when we get rid of the fear, when we work through the fear. You can't get rid of it. You can't get rid of anything without going through it. You know, no matter what it is. It's just, you have to, it's like if you're cleaning out your junk drawer, you know, you can't really get rid of anything in there until you go through it and say, well, I have to look at, you have to examine each little thing and go, do I want it? Does this serve me anymore? Well, how did this get in here? Where does this go? and that reorganization of your life force, that happens on a continual basis as you work through that. And then you're free. More and more and more, you're free. Yeah. So I don't think I have anything to add on to that. I'm sitting here looking and wondering, is there anything else? Just to know, well, with the devil, we're in the realm of, because I know a lot of you are studying tarot, so let me break it down a little bit that way. The one of the true meanings with the Three of Wands has to do with planning and preparation. It's an expansive, kind of force, an expansive kind of motion. So it's like we have our power, and with the Two of Wands, prior to we were planning, but by the three we've put something out there, but it hasn't come back yet. It can be a little bit, with the two and the three, it can be a little bit of the fear of the unknown and a little bit of lack of planning. But the only challenge with the Three of Wands is to be careful, or one of the challenges is to be careful of worrying too much about obstacles. Don't procrastinate would be a good piece of advice for this card, because it's all about preparation and foresight and, expanding. Because the wands, they move and they expand, and they move quickly too. Now with the High Priestess, we're in the realm of, I read it as, the higher self. But it's very intuitive. It's the realm of silence and meditation and going within. It's, the third eye. It's ruled by the moon. And, and it's in that realm of as above, so below. And it's one of those beautiful cards for making decisions, I feel. And the High Priestess, she rules all the twos. So like the, Two of Wands, Two of Cups, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. And they're all about decisions. With the Two of Cups, there's a partnership. You come in, you have an opportunity to come together with someone else. You have to decide, is that what you want? Two of Pentacles, do you want to, you're trying to manage something, and it's a lot about negotiations. So again, back to the decisions. To me, the twos are so much about decisions, but often relationships, it just depends on which type. And the High Priestess, coming back to your inner intuition, your empathetic sensitivities can in your body can help you decide. So whatever the decision is about. Now with the Nine of Wands as the especially here as the theme for the day. We're in the realm there of, just being careful to not be too much on edge. Definitely don't be paranoid. Because again, like I said, there's nothing that you need to resist. It's definitely one of those cards of persistence and perseverance. It can definitely have to do with a test of faith for us, and resilience. And with the wands, of course, always, courage. Yeah. And then with the devil, it's the traditional devil card. You see like the chains around the two people. And within that realm, it's just entanglements. It has to do with, not being bound to any certain person, but staying out of like any kind of bondage or addiction or materialistic ways, or if it's even like a sex addiction, that can be the that can be one of the things that some people work through. Any type of addiction, actually. So now, with a reversed meaning with the devil, this is one of the best cards to get reversed if you do read reversals, because the reversed meaning would be, detachment and breaking free. And literally, like getting your power back. Getting your power back. That's really beautiful. And then with the Page of Wands, the lesson with that card has to do with being very, you just look at her, she's very enthusiastic and coming from your spontaneous real self, the life force flowing through. And so it can be often a card of discovering something new. So that's really nice. But most of all, I just see it as like a free spirit. In an inverted sense, the card could have to do with a place where you're not you're not in your spontaneous real self, where you're still kind of tied to what would they think of me. So that's the place where I always like to go to. Who do I think I need to be in order to get love and approval, and then work on that if that comes up. And then never compare yourself against anyone else, because when you do that, you violate one of the laws of love. So, we don't want to violate the spiritual laws, because they're there to help us get back inside of who we really are, which is, a beautiful being. But yeah, so just follow the right direction back to yourself. Just keep the direction going. You can go back in and make the decisions, but to keep following the path that is yours to take. I think that's the major message of the Page of Wands. So, okay, well, that's it then for the day, and I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday and wonderful Labor Day, and I'll be back later. Meanwhile, you guys, as always, take care.